People in my comments keep asking when the astrology is gonna get better or like easier, or when we can expect things to not suck so much. And one, there's not like an easy answer for this, and two, I want to try to break down the as simple as possible. Not me stuttering at the beginning, good God. I want to try to get it as simple as possible so that we have a bigger picture for what we're looking at with the astrology right now. Pluto started going into Aquarius early 2023. It's been a while. It fully stationed into Aquarius in November of 2024. And so we're gonna need a couple years-ish, a year and a half to adjust to that energy. That's an 18-and-a-half-year transit. Then we have Neptune right now that is in Aries. Neptune is a 14-year transit and it's retrograde currently, so it's not going to station back into Aries until we get into 2026. We also have Uranus, a 7 to 8 year transit, has just entered Gemini. An 18-year transit, a 14-year transit, an 8-year transit, all coming to a death at the same time to start again at the same time. Give or take like a year or two. You're gonna need to be, one, patient, two, kind and gentle to yourself. There is a lot of change happening currently. Please and thank you, be kind to yourself, okay? And be patient. Be patient with the planets, be patient with yourself, be patient with your neighbor, be patient, have some patience. The things that are changing right now, bigger than us. That's part of the authority with Aquarius, where Pluto is at. Sometimes the authority is bigger than us. Spirit gives us a lot of authority in our daily lives and with the choices that we make, and sometimes the authority is above us. It's above the human. It's given back to the spirits. And thankfully, because you know what? If we had the authority all the time, look at how messy it already is. Right. So we're going through it. Okay, we're going through it. We're probably gonna need the majority of 2026 to really get into it. We're going through it and we gotta get into it. Because Uranus, I didn't even say this part, but Uranus also still has to retrograde back into Taurus and then station direct again in Gemini. So like we're going through some massive change right now. And I think one of the more daunting, maybe that's the word, one of the more daunting parts about this kind of change is that we will not fully understand until probably at least a couple of years in what exactly all of these shifts that are happening at the same time are doing for us. Usually at the beginning of a Pluto transit moving into a new sign, there is some kind of like catastrophe or something that is happening that's kind of bad. And then it takes us as a society time to adjust and realize, okay, well, we can't do that anymore. We have to go into something different. And then we make those transitions kind of for the rest of the time that Pluto is in that sign. There's more to it than that, but on like a general level. Neptune, while it's in a sign, it builds the generational spiritual relationship. So how we relate to spirituality is going to be changing while Neptune is in Aries, and it's going to be how we relate to that as a society. Think about all the societal changes that have happened while Neptune has been in its home of Pisces. I'm a practicing witch on the internet talking to you about astrology right now. How popular was that 14 years ago? You tell me, right? Okay. And then we have Uranus changing. There's a lot to be said about that, okay? Chaos is playing a different game. And also how we relate to nature, how we relate to the primordial spirits, and how we relate to our creativity and our rebellion. Like that changes while Uranus is transiting a sign. So like if we pack all of that together into a box simultaneously, give yourself some time to adjust, okay? We are still in the adjustment period, and Uranus isn't gonna re-enter Gemini till April 26th of 2026. After that, that will be probably a turn point. Okay, everything is packed up. We're at the new place. We're at the new home. We're there now. Let's ride in it a little bit. Because at that point, we'll be in the new eras of those big planets pretty fine. It'll be final. We're not going back after that. So give it till mid-2026 for all this shake up, break up, wake up stuff to maybe settle down a little bit. And then once we get to that point, we're gonna have to make some transitions or like be translucent about this is what's happened over the previous couple of years. This is how we can kind of alter some things so that we're more comfortable here. This is who we are now. This is what we're focused on now. Then there's gonna be like a bigger period of adjustment. And however long, honestly, probably that period of adjustment is gonna last through the Aquarius eclipse season because Pluto's in Aquarius, and those go through early 2028. So give yourself a break if things are a little bit hectic, okay? If you are going through some things that are a little bit like wacko, whoa, where did that come from? I don't know. Take your time to adjust, okay? The big planets move really, really slow. For better or for worse, that's what it is. So for people who have been asking the question, when is the astrology going to get better? We have things to focus on here and now, but when it comes to the big picture of stuff, we have a lot of endings. We have a lot of endings happening. We have simultaneously, because things are ending, we have new beginnings. And that's happening through, again, mid 2026. And then we're probably going to need the next couple of years to really have the adjustment to that big change that we're going through right now. So let it feel a little strange, okay? Humans are messy for a reason. We're not perfect for a reason. Get creative if you need to, rest if you need to, rebel a little bit if you need to. Okay, that's a part of what's happening right now. And just take care of yourself, because we are going through a really massive shift, okay? We're going through a massive change in our society with 3 different outer planets. And I can't emphasize it enough. We're not gonna realize how important these turning moments are until we get probably like 3 to 5 years into the transits after Uranus does re-enter Gemini in 2026. Like, where we need some time. Generational eyes opening, it takes time for that to happen. So I don't know if this is the answer that you wanted, but that's the answer that I have. So hopefully it is good enough. Thankfully, I don't have power over those planets. They have power over us, though. Like I said, sometimes the authority is bigger than me and you. So gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Again, be kind to you. Take your time. Be patient. Keep up the brew that you do. I for sure will too. And I'll talk to you soon. Also true.